Hi! In this video, we will take a close look at the animation techniques used to portray Daffy's personality in Draftee Daffy. Daffy Duck is a successful animated character produced by Warner Brothers, and Draftee Daffy is a 1945 Looney Tunes cartoon directed by Bob Clampett. In this cartoon, Daffy expresses his emotion through different poses, in one frame or frames, which is also a classical trait of all traditional animations. All of the drawings in Draftee Daffy focus on portraying Daffy's vivid personality, from his speed and power. In this episode, it seems like most of animation techniques are used to show that Daffy has no courage. In order to demonstrate my claim and analyze this cartoon from a deeper perspective, I will discuss 4 fundamental animation techniques used in this animation and see what makes Daffy Duck look like a coward. First, let's check out how Daffy's speed contributes to show he's gutless. The background of this cartoon is that America gained victory during World War II. Daffy is totally in his patriotic mood in the beginning, but soon freaks out when he sees the man from the draft board. For highlighting Daffy's resistant mood to be a draftee, in most of later scenes, Daffy is running away. Hence, reused drawings are adopted heavily on Daffy running away scenes for saving money and energy. Here's the example. When Daffy runs away from the man, we can see Daffy's running sequence is repetitive. That is combined by several circles. Each circle has 13 frames. In this case, the last frame of the circle is the same as the first frame of the circle, which is also the first frame of a new circle. Animators only have to draw one circle of Daffy's running movements and reuse them to extend this action. Certain set of drawings are reused in different scenes, as known as repeated animation. Since there are too many running movements in Draftee Daffy, the same set of running drawings I just talked about is applied on Daffy running upstairs too, probably in order to deceive audiences to not notice that all the running movements are the same. The animators add a rainbow tail on Daffy's body so that we can only see Daffy's head and the contour of its body. Of course, to show Daffy can't wait to hide from the man is another important reason to let the animators do so. In the later scene, for the purpose of having a sense of Daffy accelerating his running movements again, the animator simply draws a flash of lightning to tell audiences that this is Daffy and look at how fast he is and how scared he is. Another animation effect applied to show Daffy's coward behavior is the blur lines and swish lines, which also relates to the speed. This effect is typically used around feet, legs, arms, and hands to emphasize the speed of a gesture or movement. Here we can see swish lines are drawn around Daffy's feet and hands so that we can have a stronger sense of Daffy's movements and speed. Besides, background blur is common in this cartoon as well. When Daffy is running up or running down the stairs, the stair railing and the background are like brush strokes. It gives an illusion that Daffy is escaping like a wheel of wind. The third technique addresses Daffy's speed again, called multipose. This is a technique that animators prefer to use to show a frantic scene with fast movements, because it can simultaneously smooth and accelerate the movements. Here, if we watch the scene of Daffy moving the furniture to block the door, frame by frame, then we can notice that there are 2 Daffys in the same frame. Also, multipose occurs in the scene of Daffy using timber to seal the window after he's seen the man out from it. Indeed, multipose successfully conveys the idea that Daffy is in a hurry-scurry situation. To convince Daffy is a craven character, speed is not only gift but also the power of him. This brings us to the last technique, called snap. Snap is used in drawings with very wide spacing between subsequent frames to show the key poses and give especially violent force to a movement. Distortion usually accompanied with snap in this animation to show Daffy's fluttered mood, anger, and power. Let's take a look at the scene when Daffy first sees the little man from the draft board. We can see that only several key poses of Daffy freaking out are drawn, and there are even not too much in-betweens. Daffy just suddenly changes his position from last frame to the next one, but there is no transition of his action, and the distortion of the window frame implies the strength of Daffy. It's the same thing when Daffy slams the door on draftboard's man's face. Daffy changes his position and gesture very fast, and the distortion of his hand and the door reveal his strong force. Audiences can tell how much Daffy hates the man from the draftboard. There are too many examples of how the animators convey Daffy's flinching moments to audiences. This animation represents Warner Brothers' unique animation trait, all about gags and speed. Hope you can enjoy and learn from this video.